Hello, this is Solomon Davis with Right Side Trading, where you can learn to trade on the right side with confidence. Today is Friday, November 11th, 2016, and this is my weekly trade review, where I review my NASDAQ trade. This is our homepage. Check our website out, and let me scroll down here to our disclaimer to let you know everything I talk about here is for educational purposes only. This is not a trade recommendation. This is where I hope that you can see that it takes time to learn how to trade. You have to study your trades. You have to make sure you can see what's happening in the market. Read this, and all. I just want to highlight that this is our products and services are solely for educational purposes. We are not financial advisors. We recommend that you get in touch with us, our financial advisors, see if trading is something suitable for you. We also have a YouTube page, Right Side Trader. Check that out from time to time. But let me bring up my presentation, start it. Okay, like I said, this is my weekly trade review, November 11th, 2016, for the week of November 7th through 11th. This is my NASDAQ morning trade. It's based off the 9:30 open. I look at a 5-minute candle. Based on that 5-minute candle, we trade down, we sell. Based on that 5-minute candle, if it's green, we trade up, we buy. We look to lose no more than 5 points, but you'll see that that slips at times, just like in real trading. We look to profit 5 points or more. If there's a doji at that point, that's a no trade. I define a doji by a dollar between open and close. These are my basic rules. The indicator that I like using is the pivot. I do have other indicators on other charts, but all I'm sharing here is my pivot indicator trade that I'm doing and how I use the pivots from time to time. On November 7th, it was up for 10. November 8th, it was down and stopped out. November 9th was up for 10. November 11th was down and stopped out. November 10th and 11th was down and stopped out. Let's take a quick look at the charts. Let me see if my charts. I'm gonna just let me do it this way. I'm gonna just let me take some things off over here, and I'll share the screen. Select my change. So now, hope you're looking at our chart for today. And as I said, Friday was down and stopped out. And what I really want to do, I want to change this fit study. And let's go back here. Do this. Okay. The one thing that I want you to kind of look at here, look at today. This is the election. This was pre-election. This was that Monday, pre-election day, and the market had gapped up. And then we kind of usually we call it gap and go. It gaps up and it went sideways on the market open. It goes higher. This was good for up in 10, even at an R3 level. It was still up in 10. You know, on the next day, on election day, we was looking at the market, and usually we want to look at the day after the election and see how the market is doing. But on election day, it was down and we got stopped out. The market did come down a little bit, but it ended up going back up. So again, you've heard me talk about next best play, and next best play is usually a bounce off of a pivot, and you got that right here. So your next best play would have been a bounce off that pivot. Even if you had passed, or you could have passed on this trade and took this next best play trade. But based on my basic rules and the way I want to record this for my statistics that I'm doing, is down and stopped. Then at the next day here, this was up for 10. Again, the market had came down too far down, probably down to like a S5 or 6 or something down here. There are other pivots and further down, but all I usually show it for 1, 2, and 3. But as you can see, I think they even stopped trading that night on the election night, and and we got this big move up, and it continued up even after they open in the thing. And one of the things that I had put out there, as you can see, we kind of topped here. We topped here, and the market couldn't go any higher. But then after the market closed, it did drift on up a little bit more. But I want to show you in my NASDAQ review, I'm going to show you the QQQ and why we ended up getting all this down pressure and why we're getting all this pressure here on the NASDAQ, and the other markets are still going up. On Thursday here, it was down and stopped, though, because we got this little push up. Then the market actually continued going down. And if you're looking at the QQQ and you're looking at how this market had already started trending down, even though the pivots were wide, that's why I want to show these pivots. You would have played this back down where you'd have been doing a reversal off of an R1, although it never came that high. And as you can see, this market was fighting to go up and all. And dropping the downward play would have been a better play. To pivot, I wouldn't have played it all the way down to fair. Then on Friday here, we'll zoom in a little bit. And as you can see, this was a down, but it actually, the market came up, and it's kind of been wiggling sideways. So that was the trades. Let's switch back over to the other screen. Apply changes. If you say the 7th was up for 10, November 8th was down, Tuesday was down for 10 on election day. The day after the election, actually a play up for 10, then on the 10th and 11th down and stopped out. Okay. Now today is November 11th, and my NASDAQ review. I usually like reviewing the market and what's going on. And my focus is on the NASDAQ. Wally, another senior instructor, he's focused on the entire market. He looks at the NASDAQ, he looks at the SPX, he looks at the Dow, he looks at the transportation and what he's seeing across the overall market. Me, I just like narrowing my focus down just on the NASDAQ. Weekly, it's the same as last week. The weekly was at a support and all, but the weekly really is at a resistance, and the monthly is still pulling back. As you can see, this is a monthly chart and all, and this is showing. And this is the QQQ, and this is the chart. This is the driving force that's, and this top back here in 2000. That's March of 2000. Is what's causing this market to actually get the NASDAQ to get this violent push down that we are seeing, this push down that we're seeing in the market these days. So that's all I really want to highlight here. And let me bring up a chart. Let me see. It's right. It's still here. Let me just switch screens again. We got all selected. Apply changes. Hope you're seeing the chart, but let's switch it over to a weekly. Let's remove all. Let's hide all drawings. Hide all. Okay. On a weekly, as you can see, we kind of got down here to this clear, and the market did go a little bit lower, but it bounced back up. And if you had a trend line here, you can see also that it would have been hitting a support area and bounced back up. And also, that's the weekly support that we are seeing. On the monthly, it looks like it's just trending down. So, and it's all because of if I can get a big enough time frame here. Let's go now to the monthly on here. And the monthly on the NASDAQ, we can't see it. But if we go to the monthly QQQ, 1, 2, 3, not 4 anymore, 3, this is where I'm talking about where we see the market coming to this high, and it's having a hard time breaking this high. It came up to this high area and it's been falling on QQQ, and this is the same as the NASDAQ. So this is kind of like the driving force that you don't see on the future market, but really you can see it on QQQ. And let's see what it looks like on the comp also, COMP. And these are all really kind of different. Also, NASDAQ is NASDAQ 100. I think the comp actually, composite, I don't know if I think it's 2,000 stocks that might be represented in there. But as you can see on the comp is kind of above that area. And it has broken that area and closed above that area. But we still are having a fight at that area based on and you can see it on the QQQ chart. But that's what I'm seeing here on the Nasdaq. So you got to be careful how you trade. Make sure you look at these different support levels and resistance levels or supply levels, and trade accordingly if you trade at all. So let me bring the presentation back up and switch back over to that screen. So as I got to take a look at the chart. So this is my weekly trade review for November 11th, for the week of November 7th through 11th. And just visit our website. I'll be posting this video. This video will show up out here, and it'll also be on our website. Check out our blog from time to time. This is every day I put information out here about the different trades and different stuff that I'm seeing. Here I talked about like the Dow and SPY did go up as expected, and QQQ March 2000 high still can't be broken. So again, you have to be looking at the big picture. It'll give you a nicer view of what's really going on in the market. So this is Solomon from Right Side Trading, where you can learn to trade on the right side with confidence. Have a great weekend. Bye.